Are these Novritsch Full Thrust .62 and .58 gram BBs safe? Well, the only way I could think to test it was to go out 100 feet and shoot a BB through this little bitty hole in my chrono. Here in Utah, I set up my sniper rifle for 2.3 joules. That gives me a 100-foot MED. To have a 0-foot MED, you have to be shooting 1.15 joules or less. And I guess the expectation is at 100 feet, my .62 gram BBs at 2.3 joules is going to hit you at 1.15 joules or less. A couple of weeks ago, I was out playing airsoft, and a parent was asking me about my rifle, and I told her I shot .62 gram BBs. She looked at me and she said, "Is that safe to shoot my son with?" So I took the numbers of my gun and I plugged them into Airsoft Ballistics. And it turned out that Airsoft Ballistics said at 2.5 joules, those .62 and .58 BBs were not safe. So I wanted to test them to find out myself. So last week, I did this test with my chrono at 100 feet, but I ended up shooting out my chrono and I ended up shooting out my camera. But the result I got for a .49 gram BB was 0.995 joules, safe. But if a .49 hits .995 joules from 100 feet away, what did .58 or .62 gram BBs hit at? So in case you want to do this test yourself, this is my setup. I have a funnel connected to the nozzle of my chronograph so that all the BBs, even near misses, get funneled in so I can get a good test result. Over on this side, I actually have a little camera recording the screen or the LCD on my chronograph so I can see what the readings are. Protecting my camera and the LCD screen, I have this piece of plastic right here folded around them. Hopefully, I'll hit the plastic instead of my camera or the LCD like I did last week. So was I able to hit that little hole in the chronograph? You bet your sweet butt I did. I'm Shreq. So here's the results for the .58 gram BBs. I initially chronoed at 284.4 FPS or 2.18 joules. Airsoft Ballistics also showed that I should hit my chrono at 100 feet away at 1 joule. I ended up doing 0.73 joules was the highest joule rating that I got. On the .58 gram BB, I did have one result at 0.88 joules. But here it is again. I'm going to turn up the sound and I want you to listen to it closely. Did you hear that funny sound at the end when the BB went through the chrono? I actually found the BB inside the chrono. I think it was bouncing around inside there and totally screwed up the results. On the .62 gram BBs, I initially chronoed at 281.8 FPS for 2.29 joules. And at 100 feet, I should hit the chrono at 1.10 joules. What I actually got was an average of .79 joules from 100 feet away for the .62 gram BBs. So here's the rub. I'm allowed up to 2.5 joules with that .62 gram BB. So I plugged the numbers into Airsoft Ballistics. 2.5 joules with a .62 gram BB. And this is what it says. So plugging in 301 FPS at a .62 gram BB, according to Airsoft Ballistics, at 100 feet hit at 1.26 joules, which is well above 1.15 joules. So here's a slow-mo replay of one of the shots I made with the .62 gram BBs into that chrono. And no ifs, ands, or buts did I miss that chrono. I went dead through the center of it. At no time did I get a reading higher than 1 joule. And I find it difficult to believe what Airsoft Ballistics is telling me, that 2.5 joules is going to be at 1.26 joules at 100 feet. So if you remember last week on a .49 gram BB, I got .995 joules, which is a whole heck of a lot more than the .73 and the .79 I got on a heavier weight BB at basically the same FPS. But you also remember it was really windy. I think the wind grabbed that .49 gram BB, slung it a little harder, it had more energy. So if your field has a lower joule rating than 1.15 joules like we have here in Utah, then you guys are gonna have to do something different. You're gonna either have to lower your FPS, lower your joules, or increase your MEDs. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and also how consistent that SSG10A1 is. That's absolutely amazing that I was actually able to make those shots. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my t-shirts. I look forward to seeing you again on the field in my scope. This is Shreq, over and out.